There's a dead man in my restaurant.
It's been a long time.
Everyone is not who they seem to be. As Mason and Nadia track down a third surviving Citadel agent, secrets to their pasts are revealed, and a huge secret is revealed by a captive Bernard. Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, and this is the Fandom Realm, and today I am reviewing episode 3 of Citadel. As always, spoilers abound, so just be aware. Now, just want to say to start with, remind everybody of our goal of my birthday, June the 11th, getting to 400 subscribers. So I would appreciate your help. If you're listening to this or watching this video right now, hit that subscribe button. It'll help us out a lot. Now with that, the first 2 episodes of Citadel, I mostly liked. I thought they were above average, and I'm looking forward to see what we are going into. I'm really looking forward to seeing things like what is the chemistry between Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Richard Madden going to be. Okay, Stanley Tucci has already been excellent, and so I love him anytime. And so with that, we're going to see what happens. But just to remind you what happened last time on Citadel, Mason and Bernard journeyed to New York City to steal the Citadel X case from the Manticore headquarters before it was too late. Mason later risks his life to track down Nadia, who is still alive, but whose memory has been erased as well. That was a very interesting last episode. And now let's take a look at episode number 3, which is titled Infinite Shadows. Okay, back where we left off on the last episode with Bernard.
Ready for seconds?
And our sadistic ambassador from Britain.
Davik put a tracker in the X case. I disabled it.
Okay. Of course they put a tracker in something.
You and I have been here before?
Once or twice.
All right, so I'm hoping we're going to get to see some of their past.
Can I trust you?
Not the first time you've asked me that.
And it doesn't look like she answered it this time.
This will hurt.
She definitely has some experience getting bullets out.
Got it.
Oh, that's satisfied when you hear that bullet come out. And she never did answer him if he can trust her.
8 years?
Well, you didn't waste any time.
All right, so he got married pretty quick.
Who?
Mason, who was he?
Couldn't tell you. We weren't that close.
Really? I was thinking they were probably pretty close.
My family, where I was from. I couldn't remember anything except you.
Which means something was going on, but what was it?
Lightning in a bottle.
Flash in a pan.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean in this situation, really. Okay, so we're getting some flashbacks here. I always love my flashbacks.
Hassan has created a new virus. His syndicate's going to release it in the U.S. within days.
Okay, that sounds pretty bad. Something Citadel would go after.
Bernard caught me up. We were running 5 ahead.
Seriously, Bernard?
It was just a pre-briefing, that's all.
Love for Stanley Tucci. Love him.
Yep. An impossible foe has an unthinkable virus in an impenetrable fortress, and I'm going to steal it.
Okay, so this first section of clips is getting us started here. And sort of the big thing here is this idea of, do Mason and Nadia know each other? Could they have been married? Mason did have a wedding ring in that box. So we don't know what's going on there. We're getting a nice flashback. You all know how I love flashbacks. Love those a lot, to the days of Citadel before its fall. And so we get to see basically what we see in all spy movies. Someone evil has put together something evil that's going to wipe everybody out. So we've got to go do something about it. I really like these pictures, these photos
Package in hand, I have the virus. E-sex it.
Of of the different places they're going. I love that videography.
On your 6.
The only problem is sometimes it doesn't look real.
Agent offline, attempting to reconnect.
All right, so Mason got there and has got the virus. Now he's got to get away. Okay, jump off the side of a...
Look alive, Mason. We got hostiles in the air.
Off the side of the hill and grab a parachute and land safely. Okay, always love it when people are getting shot at and chased. I don't know that I've ever seen it on a ski slope though.
Alpha, you got 3 broken.
And I like how they can tell what's wrong with it. Oh, there's Nadia. Okay, so they had said there was another agent, and this is her.
That left lung is filling up with blood.
Oxygen levels running low, and you're also concussed.
I'm assuming she was undercover with the bad guys.
Extraction point, 3 clicks south in the clearing.
Copy. En route.
Okay, so she's going to get him together.
You stay with.
Those are interesting little ATV type machines. Okay, so this is the second set of clips, and for those, this is our big flashback, basically how Mason and Nadia met on a mission to save the world from a evil virus. And basically it looks like Nadia was undercover, and she's going to basically reveal that cover when she saves Mason from what was going on. They're going to escape. I am going to say I'm not a huge fan of that whole set of clips there, of the video, the cinematography, the effects.
I'm busy.
Sorry, I don't want to disturb you. I just thought I'd introduce myself.
They all looked a little on the fake side.
That's the thing about me, rookie. Just when you think I'm done and out, I'll turn it around.
Okay, so now they're actually meeting each other.
Horrible. Is your director begging me to join Tier 1 just in time to save your ass?
Okay, so she was born into Sentinel. Sorry, she was born into Citadel. And I want to know... And I want to know what she took that Band-Aid with his blood on it for. Maybe it's not important, but it seems like it is.
Can I trust you?
Okay, so a good scene there, not as explicit as I would have expected. I've noticed some of these Amazon series aren't as explicit as I would have thought. Oh, what's she doing now? That's not good. Oh, secretly meeting with someone. I wonder who that is. I mean, is she really going to be a bad guy? She didn't look like she wanted to do what she was doing. And could anybody tell what that was she wrote there at the end? Okay, so we find out a little more about Nadia seeing here. She actually had grown up in Citadel, and with that had been in one of their other teams, and she had been sent on that mission to help Mason out. With that, I'm going to tell you, that little scene there at the end, I wasn't really thinking she could be a double agent or something like that, but that's a lot of suspicious activity there going on when you pull a computer up and are sending secret messages to somebody that they're not identifying.
Here, Bernard.
It's horrifically fucking terrible to see you, Dahlia.
Okay, so I love them interacting.
Years ago with the UN, you always had that sociopathic je ne sais quoi about you.
Yes, gotta love him.
It was a Citadel AI system that tracked uranium levels throughout the world.
Okay, that'd be a cool gadget to have.
Of all nuclear weapons. Only we can't access the system.
Okay, so they want us to know where all the nuclear weapons are.
You need to tell me the 19-character password to access the system.
But they knew he was the one that built it.
Why don't?
And this is going to be something stupid. You just know it.
It's an exclamation mark, forgive me. Why don't you fuck off? Exclamation mark.
Yes, that is. Anything else,
You're
I'd have been
right.
disappointed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
With Mason Kane's wife and daughter.
Okay, so that was his, I guess, wife and daughter.
You
I
can
didn't
have
know
it if
that.
you want. I'll show you how to use it.
Or I didn't realize that, I guess.
So, how did you and your husband meet?
Okay, so being suspicious.
That's awful.
I don't remember it. Traumatic brain injury.
I'm good with that. You know, she has been a little suspicious.
Just he was in the same program.
So I'm guessing she's a little suspicious of
To
her.
where you came from. We lost image of your truck just outside Cheyenne, so it's only a matter of time.
Okay, threaten him with his kid.
Your colleague thought the same.
Okay, I guess that was supposed to be some type of torture. It looked like scars on her arm.
Carter Spence.
Carter?
Okay, so there's an agent named Carter Spence that I guess is still alive. Okay, they're going to torture him, bringing back ideas of James Bond. You know, again, I'm a little surprised.
Cut right into your brainstem.
I'm a little surprised, I'll be honest, that the show has been not a little more explicit. Now, they haven't had a lot of opportunities, but you had the Nadia and Mason scene together after they came together there where they were laying in bed. Not really to anything explicit. You could have shown something more here with extracting those out of his mouth, and you didn't. And you know, that surprises me a little bit because these shows, and there are other shows that I think this of too. You know, you're on streaming now. You can be a little test the waters a little more.
I have to admit that I'm a big fan.
So I'm really surprised they don't.
Let's just hope you don't destroy. Brilliant mind.
I mean, I don't want him to be crazy or anything like that, or do crazy stuff.
What did you just say?
I said Briella's still alive.
Okay, who's Briella?
Well, you better prove it then.
Bring me my phone.
Okay, probably not a great idea to bring him his phone.
Well, I found her. The Citadel spy.
If we all want to be just completely honest about it, bringing him his phone's a bad idea.
We're gonna figure this out, and then I'm coming back to you, okay?
Okay, that's a strange conversation right there.
I love you, Kyle.
I love you too.
Doesn't seem real authentic.
Yourself to Barajas Airport. Catch a plane back to the States.
Okay, so she's trying to send him home at this point.
If they killed Bernard, they're gonna come after us with everything they've got. You need to go home and protect your family.
Which is probably a good idea for him.
What are you talking about?
Train me. Kick my ass. I'll learn on the go.
You're not him.
I can be.
You don't want to be him.
So he's wanting to be Mason.
Let's see, Red. Flashing lights are an SOS.
Okay, so they've got some type of call to help.
This is Agent Carter Spence. I'm in Beijing. If there are any other...
Oh, there's Carter.
I just got to Mexico City. Please, if there was anyone else out there.
Okay, so he's moving around the world.
Watching this. This might be my last transmission. Shit.
So is he dead now?
Well, do we know? I just have to get close enough to hack his phone to steal his access codes.
Okay, so we're going to go on a mission.
Oh, means he's not a fan of yours truly.
Why's that?
Might have killed his brother.
Might have.
That would make someone not happy.
But him and Kane, they were tight.
Okay, so this guy that she needs the info from was close to Mason Kane. Interesting, and he's a bad guy. I wonder how that works out. This section here, basically Mason mostly trying to get, he wants his life back. Of course, we saw earlier episodes, his memories were all destroyed, so he doesn't have any of those. You know, we also get to see and hear sort of the idea of him and his wife, some questions there, and we also know that the one bad guys, I can never remember his name. Actually, his wife, I guess, is alive too. Wow, walking down the street like he's bad.
There's a dead man in my restaurant.
It's been a long time.
Okay, so here's our meeting. Let's see what happens.
Stroke his ego.
I need your help to get into the office of the Chief of the Armed Forces.
Okay. I think I would have made this up before I got in there.
He just told you to go fuck yourself.
Isn't there a ball pit somewhere your kid can go play in?
I mean, can't they tell there's some type of
I'll get Manicor's heel
communication?
Manticore is the only game in town now.
All right, so this guy is in the know.
I heard she was with you in Italy.
Uh-oh, we might learn some things here.
And that you, of all people, would carry a torch for the woman who sold you out.
So at least they think she was a bag person.
Manticore had somebody working on the inside. It was your girl, Nadia.
So I wonder what's going on. Oh, he lured him right over there so he could take that gun. All right, so now he's got to get out of there. They got the information they were looking for. Okay, so they're on their way out of town.
Bernard said the Citadel hit was an inside job that someone turned, but he didn't know who.
So I was wondering if she was bad, but now I'm wondering.
Pulled me out when he started talking about
Because
you.
I didn't want you to get killed.
And why not just tell me you and Mason were a thing?
And I'm wondering because would they tell us that early?
So, you can either do this with me or get the fuck out.
Okay, so putting them together.
I'll be very careful what I type.
Okay, so we're looking at the phone.
That's Bria, right?
Oh, no. Bria's Kane's
Her name
wife.
is Abby. And she's married to Mason Kane.
Oh, my goodness. So she had lost her memory for a reason.
If you get me out of here, I'll tell you everything.
Wow. That's a...
Because everything you know is a lie.
I'll tell you, that's a big reveal right there. And was there some breaking the fourth wall right there? Was he talking to us or just to the bad guy there? That's sort of interesting. But so huge revelation there, guys, in that I guess Abby, who is Mason's wife, I guess is this guy's wife, the bad guy, and she's been lost for a long time. Also with this group of clips, we have a situation here where, of course, Mason goes in and basically he's going to get the goods from that mobster. I guess that's what we'll call him. And he's going to get out. But the bad thing is the mobster revealed that basically Nadia and Mason had been a thing, and that, well, Mason couldn't remember that anything about those days, earlier days, so he, of course, wouldn't have known that. But he also is learning from the mobster that, hey, she may be the spy as well. And so that was something big. Now, with all that, I'm going to wrap up our recap, and we're going to move into our review portion. And this is basically where I'm just going to go in and talk real quickly about ups and downs and just sort of rant a little bit about the episode and see what happens. I'm probably not going to take very long because, again, I mentioned a lot during the recap, but a couple things I just want to hit here and talk about real quickly. Number one, and this is a negative, this is a down, is I'm sort of disappointed in the look of this show, in that in lots of action sequences, especially in that downhill snow fight where they're shooting at each other, they're going on skis down the slope. I don't know. There's just multiple shots there with everything going on that I just thought looked completely fake, and it didn't just look real to me. I didn't really like it, and it took me out of that part of the episode. And so I hope they're doing better. I hope it's just something maybe weird with me watching. But what do you all think about that snow ski slope scene? Do the effects seem fake to you? Do you all have problems with those? And I have an issue with that. It should look better for what Amazon paid for this series, okay? I mean, listen, these are basically going to be 6 about 30-minute episodes, basically a 3-hour movie, and they paid $300 million. The effects, everything in here should be A+, and so far they haven't been. Okay, second and negative and down here, and it's not a huge down yet, but it could go there, and that is the chemistry between Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Richard Madden, okay? And the thing here is, a show like this is going to absolutely rely on the chemistry between those two leads. And so far, first 2 episodes, we didn't see them together enough to get a feeling of that chemistry. And even with that first opening scene in episode 1, we didn't see enough. But this episode, we got to see a lot of them together. And I don't know. I'm not feeling the chemistry I would want to feel between them there. And I'm worried that's going to be really bad for the series. And, I'm hoping maybe they build into episode 4 so we can see this some added chemistry. But right now, it's almost like they're just there doing lines to each other, okay? And I'm not a real big fan of that so far. Hopefully it gets better. And Up is absolutely Stanley Tucci. Once again, I love how he is written here, sarcastic. He's going to stand up to our bad person. He knows if he gets killed, that's just the way it is, but he doesn't give up secrets. And then that he was able to actually come out and stun us with that revelation at the end, which I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say that's a big plus. And that's probably the biggest thing that has happened so far in the first 3 episodes. And hopefully we're going to get some more of this, because this is a spy thriller, let's be honest. So they need to be releasing some information here about what's going on. Okay, next thing, and this is probably the last direct thing I'll talk about, is, hey, this is a spy movie or spy show. A little more action in every episode. Yeah, I know you had the scene at the start, but I want to see more. I want to see fighting. I want to see punching. I want to see karate kicks and things like that in my spy shows. So let's do a better job of that, shall we? All right, everyone. I'm going to go through now and just do a quick grade on this episode. And the grade is more just talking about whether I liked it or didn't. I would probably give this episode a C. I don't think it was as good as the first 2 episodes, partially because, I mean, if you just listen to what I said, I had, 3 negatives and 1 positive, okay? I mean, to me, that's going to be no better than a C. I'm just hoping we're going to continue to go up here. We have, 3 episodes left, so we have basically the last half of a movie. So hopefully we're getting into the really intense part for the remainder of the series. Now, with that, I hope everyone has enjoyed the review. Please remember, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit that magic number of 400 subscribers by my birthday on June 11th. Of course, I don't guess it's really a magic number, but that's the number I'd like to get to. Also, please smash that like button. It's going to help us out here at the channel a lot. And then comment below. You know, even if you disagree with what I say about the shows we're watching, make some comments below. Give me your attitude. Give me your feelings, and basically tell me why, and we'll discuss it. And with that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.